Hi, this is Chess with Bill. So we're gonna do some practice today. Why are we practice? Well, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, because I need some practice. Got a lot of practicing to do, a lot of the basics. So that's what we're gonna do. Again, the grind. Here we go. So I should be winning with this. Look at my queen. Check it out. The queen is going to get you. Hopefully I don't draw this. I shouldn't. Okay. So I'm in the key squares, so I can do this. I can come back. Why? He's just going to move out. It's fine. He's like that. I have a really terrible joke. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. I'm probably going to say it. It's like the bad roommate that moves out. Nah, don't hate me. You're allowed to hate me. Do I go here or here? 1, 2. I don't think it actually matters. 1, 2. I don't think it matters. He gets opposition this way. He gets opposition this way, but I can do that and do this. This is called shouldering. Guess what? Now I have opposition, fool. What are you going to do now, man? I talk a big game when I know that I can win and I'm doing practice things. We'll just come here. No. I'm just going to come up here. I'm just going to go up here. Oh man, really? Fine, we'll come here. Asa. I'm gonna get my key squares. Yeah. And make sure he doesn't get his key squares. I don't want them to get the key squares. Oh. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the old drawn king. I'm not as good at this one. Okay. Ugh. It's funny how I forget things like immediately. He can actually check me here. Not so concerned with him having opposition since he's behind the pawn. Now I think it matters. Wait. If I move back, he goes here. I don't want to move back. Did I just screw up? I don't think so. No, it's okay. Oh, I'm the white guy. Okay. I don't want him to have any chance to get closer. So I'm just going to keep on doing opposition and getting closer to my own guy. I don't mean my own guy, I'm not thinking. Getting closer to his pawn. Alright. Well, I did that one the first try, which is wild. Now what? The rest of these are not as great for me. Let's see if I can do rook versus pawns, drawn rook endings, winning rook endings. Let's do rook versus pawns. So I'm white. I'm white. I've done the one where it's just king, rook versus king. I don't really know these very well. I was doing it by myself a couple days ago and did better. Okay, so my king can't go anywhere. The rook can't go anywhere, else I lose the pawn. I can push this pawn. It's kind of the only move I have. Right? I'm not really thinking about this well. Do I want to put my king over here closer to everybody or away so the pawn is kind of protecting? But I think he's just going to be doing this number. Okay. So I can gain opposition. I mean, this is technically diagonal opposition. I can move back. He's just going to check me to death, right? Here, it's another check. Here. I'd like to walk this pawn, but I don't think I can yet. Let's just see. Okay, so he's going to do this number. Here, he probably comes that way. No? Maybe the king should be protecting over here. Let me see. Yeah, see, I don't know the principles here. If I move my king over, he's going to come down here with his king. And it takes me a move. Okay, so it takes me a move to check his king. If he moves his rook, I can sack the rook and get a queen. Or that happens. Did I just lose that? Here he takes. I think it's still okay. Okay, right. I see. Well, so he can check me a whole bunch, and there's no real way that I can get away from it, is there? Without losing the queen. Yeah. Oops. Well, let's see. Okay. He did not do that well. I'm coming to get you, dude. What's move? So if I do this, I lose that. This is check. He moves his king. Obviously, queening would be spectacular. I think I can actually do this. Here, takes, 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 and it's drawn, right? So maybe this is the move. Maybe here. No, that's check. Okay, so now I have an actual rook ending. I'll swing him back over here. Try to control the king. Opposition. Let's see. Right. Shit. I want my king like this pattern. I I know it's silly, but like I know it on like the bottom and the top of the board, but for some reason I'm not so good with it this way. Okay. So this is the only safe square. I don't want to move this back. Could do this, right? To get him on that side. He'll move back, of course. Doing the same thing won't really work. This is opposition. He's got to move there. Check. He's got that. I want to be here with check. So, let's see. I need to do a little triangulation thing, don't I? Let's see. It didn't really work, did it? So it pushes him back that way. Comes this way. So I'm trying to corner him. Check lets him out. Check puts him here. This gives him that square. Right? There we go. Lord. Took a minute. Or 5. Let's see. So it is white to move, right? So I could take and then I lose. And then he queens this way. So these two pawns, I need to march up the board, I think. And he can check me. I've got to move. He queens and then gets a deal. So I need to check him, I think. I either check him or I come over this way. Thing is, he's got the freedom to move his... If he can check me with his rook, then he can get a queen. So I have the initiative, so I could check him. Moving this, I think, is a mistake. This is a mistake, right? So I think it's either got to be here or check. Let's go with check, because I can just perpetually check, right? He can move back and forth. I mean, I can push him away with check. I think I can do this. Taking seems prudent. He can get that, but that's okay. Okay, so he can just continue doing this number. Let's see. Here loses the pawn, which I'd rather not do. Okay. So he's trying to get this pawn. Check him out. Try to check him out. pawn. This, he can check. Move over, he's got that. Over here, he takes, I take check, he's got that. He can just check me here, right? Huh. Man, I may have screwed this up. This just loses the pawn, right? I guess getting his king there is was the bad move. Right. Ah! Alright, well, shit. Bill may be a little tired. Hello, blunders. The blunderbuss. So what are the principles here? I could push this pawn, but I do like the idea of checking him. Granted, he can just swivel his way like up the board pretty quick. So maybe getting this to a queening square is just better. I feel like getting my king involved is a little better than all that. We'll come up here. So he's going to attempt to do his number. I'll get opposition. Douche. Yeah. Now I can't do this, which is annoying. Check. He's got to take. I can check him here. Alright, he's got to push up. Okay. This, and he starts checking me. And I lose this pawn. That was probably pretty stupid. Yeah, oops. So I just completely forgot about the key squares, which was stupid. So I think this may be done. Yeah, this is done. Because he can just take this at any time. I'm not sure why he hasn't yet. Yeah, this is toast, pretty sure. I think the computer kind of let me do that. I'm pretty sure I was losing it. I guess I gotta corral him. Alright. White to move. So I want to get my rook here so that he can block checks. So I can get my king around. Fool. Back up. Maybe that's not it. Oh, maybe it's the 4th rank. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is gonna go here. So Check gets his king away, right? This won't work because then he'll check up here and then he just perpetually checks. I forgot the pattern here. Does the rook go up here first? Here he checks. Here he checks back. Maybe that's what it is. No, because then I lose the pawn. Yeah, it's too soon. So maybe and I don't know. I can't remember the square. I thought it was the 4th rank. You see. Here he can check. Okay. Here he checks. Here he's back. I can't remember how to do this. This is just a check. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh. Well, we can do that. He's back. Don't play when you're really tired. It's the worst thing in the world to do. Right. What are we at? 23 minutes? I can do a few more. Learn, practice, new endgame. Let's do one I haven't tried before. Queen I don't think is as big of a deal. Minor piece is pretty rough. Checkboard. Fuck. Guys, I'm so tired. I know it gets annoying me constantly saying that, but like it's the truth. I'm so tired when I do this. It's like the last thing in the day that I do, and I'm just like burned. Training. What am I doing? I'm white. Okay. And I have a pawn. It means I clearly am going to win. So if I take here, I actually draw, because I don't think you can win with just a bishop. And a king. I could challenge his bishop. Then he comes around this way, right? Those arrows piss me off when it does that. I'm trying to do this, and it's like, and I'm like, wrecks my brain. So how do I stop him from that? Right? Bishops are annoying. Bishops are frustrating. I want to get his... I want my queen. I want my queen. Like right there. That would be the nuts. So how do I do that? That's the wrong square. Here might be okay, but he'll move, of course. Let's come here. Okay, so now I can't do that. I can block him, but that blocks the queen. This deflects. If I get his bishop there, is there any way for me to triangulate? I don't think so. I don't know, maybe there is. I just can't see it. Oh yeah, there is. My queen would have to be there. But that's on the light square. It's not going to work. I want my queen on a dark square. Alright, let me check really quick. Let's come over here. Okay, well I think it just gave up. That's one thing about the training thing that I don't like. Like, I mean, it does like make, I guess, more human moves here and there. But I think I've done this one. So our pawns are not equal. He's got a pawn up on me. No, never mind. I have a majority on the king's side. So I could do this. Takes, and then I lose this guy. Could just challenge his bishop straight away. My pawns are in light squares. We have 2 light squared bishops, though. I'd like to make a passed pawn. Can I do that? So putting this on a dark square, he could take and this happens and I have a passed pawn, but I think he'll come this way. Maybe lock it up. And I have this, but you know, his bishop can just move. Well, I guess he loses that way. My king's kind of locked up. He can always just keep my king out. Like if I come here, he's there. I can check him, I suppose. He moves there. I'm back. He can go back up here. But I don't think it really works. Oh no. Maybe here, he comes here, I check him, and he does have to move back. He can move up that way. I still don't have a way to end. Could move this guy up. So his bishop is kind of acting like a pawn right now. If I can remove this bishop, right? Take. He gets the first move. He wouldn't move here. Maybe here. Maybe that's the answer. Let's try it. He just does that. So take, and then we're locked up this way. But I do have this pawn. Take with the bishop. He takes back. I wouldn't want to do that. Let's try this. I could gain this. My king has to move back, but now that square is guarded. Okay. So if he moves here, he can get that pawn. I get this pawn, he gets that pawn, and then he has a passed pawn. And I don't like that. If I move here, he's kind of got this going on, right? Well, he can't, because then I take him. I think that's his move. And he kind of locks me up that way. So maybe that was the wrong move. Shit, what am I doing? He's in key squares, isn't he? Shit. Yeah, now he's in the key squares for the king. So I move here, he moves there. Well, I won't. Here, he comes down. Here. Can I stop him from getting in the key squares is the question. No. I can't. Yeah, I can't do it. No, he's got it. Damn! Alright, y'all. That's it for tonight. Okay. Peace.